Welcome to Biomutant. It's a bridge. Just get over it. Here, that's sure to be useful. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. He let you in, but thinks you should be patient when it comes to the Sifu.
Zata is de muito tloho. Kariesne stace. Paro.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side, the wasteland you came from. He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. He understands that sometimes we need to lose ourselves to find ourselves. But he's glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after LUPA-LUPIN attacked the old village. Soon after, they formed new tribes based on their own values, and when the Blight started, the animosity escalated to war. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, says fear and hatred is the only path to... He expected you to join them. You understand that the The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can vanquish the other tribes. The one he wants to deal with first is the Myriad tribe. The Myriad are too good to be true. They might believe in the greater good and... Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises and broken bone, but they refuse to be the victim here. They have no intention of letting this drag out, or they'll run the risk of teaching the enemy their art of war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both share dark thoughts, so they want to wage a war. A war where all that's left behind is casualties. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts. Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory, tribe weapon, and kin. Your Muma taught each disciple a weapon. She never intended it for hunting, nor war, but lately the art of defense has been shadowed by relentless attack. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, he remembers your kind. Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first rival outpost, but we've got no time to be sentimental. War. He can't blame you for not remembering, but he can sense the stillness of something. The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort. Wouldn't be surprised. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. That's an improvement. Your body could change. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop wants you to make it a priority to come looking for him whenever you're feeling down. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Goop says some choose to be lonely because no one understands. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's no better time to do. He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. But you need practice. Lots of practice. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. You should know, practice makes perfect. You have to keep working on it if you want to be good at it. She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. He's learned that things are... He thinks you're... You should look for things that are recyclable. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says he can work wonders with... That's... He'd love to teach. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp remark. Gizmo doesn't mind sharing. What's his is yours, and what's yours is his. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
P.2.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself. You've always followed your own path, but this time she... They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He says that it's not... There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. They push each other to become better, and some... She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at some... The most It's time to focus on your training now. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He wishes... He's... He's curious to see what you found. He says whatever it is. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you. Stop. The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. Agrees. At least that... You should take it with you. Wear it to practice. He's sure your Muma will forgive you for not wearing the... He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent. Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Hopes you're as ready as... She says she is eager to get started. You don't... But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back. Wants you to prove that with some practice first. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. That's all she's ever asked of you. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. That's why you should be sure to thank him for it. Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. Figuring that out is half the fun. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device. It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see. Says it's not a record keeper, more like a companion. Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been... Says a... Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop LUPA-LUPIN from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight LUPA-LUPIN. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming. He wants to destroy her. The time to fight is coming, whether she's ready for it or not. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead.
Very?
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History.
Kalina?
Exactly what she wants. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. Any kind of protection, you take it. tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Want to fall back. Shot through. It was harder than expected to take down the Fluff Hulk. They've received news a Ronin joined the tribe's ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of Jagni warriors are already waiting for you at Myriad's. You should hurry there and help them storm the outpost. Mercy is for the weak. Look, an emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a punch. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Do you feel safer or more exposed in the dark? Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? You're fresh out of key energy. That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done. Well, small ones. Places like this were cheap back in those days, and there was plenty of space. Get done with... There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. You found the track! Amazing it wasn't destroyed. So much of this place was just... When the tracks moved on from brick... The sun's a long ways away. Muscles like steel. Let's see. It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place. Pound 'em down! Feel the night wrap around you. This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left. Has heard that you only follow your own personal code and is worried you've lost your respect for life. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner... Is sad to see you're staying on this...
Yes, that's the way. No arguing with that.
Sometimes your gut is flat out wrong.
Don't ever doubt yourself. You are number one.
Even the dark knows you're better than this.
Stick with me. We'll rule the world.
That's a Myriad tribe outpost. Punched up. Baconed up. Even here, the night still ends. Sunburnt. Sad you're not on the Myriad side, but happy you're not against them. Wouldn't be surprised if you met again. The Vespidut outpost, long-time home of the Myriad tribe. Says you need to hit them where it hurts, inflict as much suffering. Clearly, you haven't come here to waste time. Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. Spot, wrecked it. Give those twirly wheels a turn. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Yes, the river tub's going down the drain. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. Says they've been treated fair, but is glad to see you. Hopes you'll treat the rivals with the same respect they treated them. Grateful that you're willing to move past this like them. A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Red means danger. Here's the second line of defense. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it, then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close, though. Kaboom! You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. Out of Date says he's doing his best to keep up, but from what he can tell, it seems you're making progress. He had a feeling you'd get along with the Jagni tribe. You seem to get along with the Jagni tribe, which doesn't come as a surprise as you share an ominous outlook on life. But Out of Date emphasizes that solving the tribe conflict won't matter unless you help make a stand against the World Eaters. That's the sound of impending doom. Out of Date's premonitions of imminent disaster are true. The Porcupine needs to be handled. He says the time has come to confront the Porcupine at the end of the East Route. Goop is working on making his goo glide strong enough to break the waves out to the World Eater. You should get over there and see what you can do to help